Would you believe that in just a matter of seconds, the peaceful night skies above Washington, D.C., turned into a fiery disaster? That a routine landing turned into a catastrophic event that claimed 67 innocent lives. On January 29, 2025, tragedy struck as an American Airlines regional jet and a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter collided midair over the Potomac River. The devastating accident became one of the deadliest aviation disasters in U.S. history. But how did this happen? What went wrong? And could this tragedy have been prevented? Today, we dive deep into the shocking details of this unthinkable mid-air collision and uncover the truth behind the fatal crash. Imagine this. A quiet evening over Washington, D.C. The city lights shimmer as a regional jet, American Airlines Flight 5342, makes its final approach to Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. Passengers are relaxed, some staring out the windows, eager to land. The pilots carefully follow the landing procedures, communicating with air traffic control. At the same time, a U.S. Army UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter is conducting a military training mission, a routine operation for continuity of government exercises. Then, in an instant, disaster strikes. Boom! A massive explosion erupts in the night sky. The two aircraft collide at high speed, sending wreckage and flames cascading into the Potomac River. Rescue teams are immediately dispatched, but for all 67 people aboard, it's too late. This tragic mid-air collision has left the world in shock. But what exactly happened that night? Let's break it down. Before we continue, don't forget to support our channel. Subscribe for more in-depth news and investigations. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Comment below, what do you think about this tragic accident? Should stricter airspace regulations be enforced? What really happened? American Airlines Flight 5342 aircraft, Bombardier CRJ-700 operated by PSA Airlines route, Wichita, Kansas Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport passengers and crew, 64 people U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter aircraft, UH-60 Black Hawk unit, 12th Aviation Battalion mission, military training for continuity of government operations crew members, 3 soldiers time of collision, January 29, 2025, at approximately 9 p.m. where it happened, over the Potomac River, near Washington, D.C. Conflicting flight data, according to preliminary investigations. The jet's flight recorder showed it was at 325 feet altitude. The control tower data suggested it was lower, around 200 feet. The Black Hawk helicopter was flying at 200 feet. This conflicting information has led to serious concerns about air traffic control communication. Why did this happen? Investigators are now looking into several critical factors that could have contributed to the disaster. 1. Crowded airspace over Washington, D.C. The airspace near Ronald Reagan National Airport is extremely congested due to its proximity to government buildings, including the White House and the Pentagon. Did the flight paths of the two aircraft cross at a dangerous point? 2. Miscommunication between pilots and air traffic control investigators have discovered discrepancies between the altitude reports from the flight recorder and the control tower. Did an incorrect altitude instruction lead to the collision? 3. Insufficient air traffic control staffing. The Federal Aviation Administration confirmed that the airport had only 19 air traffic controllers on duty instead of the recommended 30. Could this staffing shortage have led to a critical lapse in coordination? For limited visibility for the pilots, nighttime flights come with challenges, especially in restricted airspace like Washington, D.C. Did the pilots fail to see each other until it was too late? 5. Technical malfunctions or pilot error. The National Transportation Safety Board is currently investigating whether the jet's autopilot system failed or if human error played a role. Recovery and investigation updates. Recovery teams have retrieved 42 bodies from the Potomac River, with search efforts still ongoing. Among the victims were promising young figure skaters returning from a championship. The U.S. Army has identified the 3 soldiers aboard the Black Hawk helicopter: Staff SGT Ryan Austin Ahara, Chief Warrant Officer 2 Andrew Lloyd Eves, Rebecca Lobach, a former White House aide and Army co-pilot. The NTSB is now leading a full-scale investigation to determine the true cause of the crash. Historical context: this is the deadliest US aviation accident since 2001. Could it have been prevented? Click the link below for more details. For the latest updates and full reports, click the link in the description. Final thoughts: could this have been prevented? This tragic event has raised major concerns about air traffic control safety, military training operations, and the risks of operating in highly congested airspace. Should the FAA implement stricter regulations to prevent another disaster? What do you think? Comment below. Like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive updates. Stay safe, and see you in the next video. Sources: AP News, The Guardian, ABC News, Reuters, People.com, The Scottish Sun.